I opened my front door and found my husband's ex-wife standing there, with 2 children. She looked at me, smiled like we were old friends, and said 6 words that changed everything. "Say hi to their dad, kids." If you think that's insane, wait until you hear what my husband said next. My name doesn't matter for this story, so let's just call me Sarah. I'm 32. I married my husband. We'll call him Mark 2 years ago. It was a whirlwind romance. Met at a friend's wedding, engaged within 8 months, married within a year. Mark had been married before, to a woman named Jenna. He told me it ended because she cheated and left him 3 years before we met. No kids, he said. Clean break. Just 2 people who grew apart. We built a life together, a house in the suburbs, 2 dogs, a guest room we were slowly turning into a nursery. Because yes, we were trying for a baby of our own. Everything felt solid. Until that Tuesday afternoon. I was home alone folding laundry when the doorbell rang. I wasn't expecting anyone. I opened the door, and there she was. A woman I'd only seen in old photos Mark forgot to delete from a shared cloud album. Standing beside her, 2 kids, a boy who looked about 7 and a girl maybe 5. Both had Mark's exact same eyes. "You must be Sarah," she said. "I'm Jenna, and these 2...
Well, I think you should ask your husband about them."
I laughed. Actually laughed, because I thought it was some kind of joke. Then the little girl looked up at me and asked, "Is this our new house?" I called Mark immediately. No answer. Called again. Nothing. By the 3rd call, Jenna and the kids were already inside my living room, sitting on my couch like it was their house. She told me everything, calmly, like she'd rehearsed it 100 times. She and Mark never actually finalized their divorce, because right in the middle of separating, she found out she was pregnant. Mark knew from the very beginning. He was the father, and Jenna had told him the moment she found out. He'd been sending child support quietly, visiting on business trips, for years. The same years he was dating me. The same years he was marrying me. I wasn't just the other woman in a legal sense. I'd built a whole marriage next to a whole family I never knew existed. Mark walked through the door an hour later. He saw Jenna. He saw the kids on our couch. He saw my face. And instead of shock, instead of panic, he looked relieved, like he'd been waiting years to stop juggling both lives. "I was going to tell you," he said. "I just didn't know how." Turns out our marriage was never even legal. His divorce from Jenna had never been finalized. Money and custody fights kept dragging it out. Which meant, when he married me 2 years ago in the eyes of the law, it wasn't real. I wasn't his wife. His actual family was sitting 3 feet away from me. I found the messages later that night, while he was in the shower rehearsing his next excuse. He'd texted Jenna 3 weeks earlier asking her to bring the kids and come home. He told her marrying me was a mistake he made out of loneliness, and that he'd been planning how to end things with me gently for over a month. I wasn't his second chance at love. I was the placeholder between visits to his real family. 2 years, a house, a nursery we were painting yellow. All of it sitting next to 2 children I never even knew I shared a husband with.